Well, I am sad because I am having some trouble with my little serger right here. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, KGFL Creations. Welcome to another episode of Friday Sews. Well, Friday is the day that we post with the hashtag Friday Sews, which is the time that we share everything that has been going on here in our sewing room. We also talk about the plans that we have for the weekend and for the week ahead. And if there's anything happening with life, we talk a little bit about that too. Before we get into what has been going on here in the sewing room, I want to talk about what I'm wearing today. This is one of my Melody Doman by Love Notions. This is a linen blend. I think it's a rayon linen blend that I had purchased from Joann's. Yeah, it was a while back. From last Friday's video, which was the fabric wheel of fate spin number 5, the spin plus the result, and I made the dress, which this is the dress right here. I wanted to show you the details of the dress and do a little pattern review, small one, not too long, talk a little bit about the pattern. So this is the dress right here. Let me take away the belt because I don't know if I'm going to wear the belt or not. So this is the dress. There were a couple of questions on the comments from last Friday's video. Somebody asked if the waist had elastic, and it does have elastic here at the waist. I know you can see it, and I forgot to mention because I had the belt on, but it does have an elastic here. And this, I used a 1/2 inch elastic right here. Don't know what the pattern calls for, but I will read it and then you'll see it. So elastic right here, up in the top. I did add the smallest little label right there. I hope you can see that. It says handmade, and in the back, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this because it's so small. Right there, it has a little hand in the back. And this portion right here, you see the seam right here? This is where it's supposed to be open with the little button up here, which I closed. Remember I told you that I did not want the button up here, so I did close this right here. So if I make this again, I would just cut it on the fold in the back without the seam here, because I know it will go through my head, no problem. Yeah, nice easy make with the pockets here, the little flounce, ruffle flounce, whatever it is that we call this here. It has I made bias binding for the top here. I made it a little bit wider than the regular bias binding that you buy at the store, and it turned out really nice. I liked the way it turned out, and I did stitch it all the way around, and by a miracle this here does not flop out. I did stay stitch this. First thing I did was stay stitch up here. I stay stitched the arm side here, both sides. I stay stitched the whole thing just to make sure that this here was not going to do that like it did with my blouse, the Be Mine. That kind of, it's not a lot, it's just a little bit right here. So yeah, this turned out really cute. Love this color, this fabric, this dress. It is really cute. This is the back, the little flounce, ruffle, the elastic here, and yeah. So I am going to grab the pattern so I can read to you and do a little comment on the pattern. I do have my glasses so I can read. So this is Butterick, I'll put it here, Butterick B6677. Sizes from 6 up to 22. This packet here is the 14 to 22. That's the E5, the one that I got. And there's 3 views, A, B, and C. I cut the size 18 up top from here to the arm side. That's why the arm side looked really, really nice. Nothing was showing up here. So it was 18 up here, 18 up here. And then from here down, I graded to the size 22 because I needed the space for the hips. That's what I did. I did, like I said, I did show you that there was elastic in the waist. And let me read to you details of this pattern. It's B6677. There are 10 pattern pieces. It says it's a missus, dress, and sash. Fabric recommendation: crepe, challis, silk, cotton blends, and it says that's unsuitable for obvious diagonals. Notions needed for A, B, and C. 2 1/4 yards of 1/2 inch single fold bias tape. 1 3/8 of an inch button for the top back here, which I omitted. And 1 1/4 yards of 1/4 inch elastic. I used 1/2 inch because that's what I had. I don't like the thin elastic. To me, it's not enough here for the waist. It does tell you how much fabric you need. Let's take a look at the longest length so you know how much you need for that one. On a 45 inch, you need 4.5 yards, and on a 60 inch wide fabric, you need 3.5 yards to make the long version with the ruffle at the bottom. And the one with the shorter, the one that I did, the shorter version, calls for the 60 inch, 2 1/4. That's why I was able to make the dress, even though I made the size 18 and the 22, which is the largest size. That's the one I'm reading to you. I had enough fabric because I had 2.5 meters, which is about 2 and a little bit less than 2 3/4 yards of fabric. Yeah. It gives you the finished garment measurements. Tells you the width. What can you do with the width of at the bottom? To me, it doesn't make any sense what they say. It just, yeah, it is just weird. Like I said, it is 10 pattern pieces. Let me just pull out the inside here. It wasn't too complicated to make. Like I said before on my other video, I had a lot of trouble. Not a lot of trouble. It was hard to put that rounded portion, on a straight line. Somebody also made a comment that, asking if I had snipped on the inside, and I did snip, all of the inside curve of the flounce, the ruffle here. I did snip everything. I snipped the outside curve, the inside curve. I snipped the heck out of that just to make sure that, it would go where it's supposed to. But yeah, that took a little time because, I was going little by little, make sure that everything fit well. Other than that, it's a very, very nice pattern. Very feminine with the little flounce, ruffle, whatever we can call that. And yeah, I think I will make this again. If I don't make it for me, maybe I'll make it for my daughter. It will be a very, very nice summer dress. And yeah, she might want the long version because she likes long dresses. But yeah, very, very nice. I do recommend this pattern, the Butterick B6677. What else has been going on in here? As you could see on my last video, I finished the Think Pink subscription box number 36 garment, the one that I received last month. I know it's very, very late. I am participating in 2 things. I'm participating on the Fabric Wheel of Fate, so I was sewing for that, and I wanted to make the garment for the Think Pink subscription box before my new box arrived. So I was able to do that, and I'm happy with my new make. That turned out really, really good. Well, I am sad because I am having some trouble with my little serger right here. yeah, my little serger is not working so well. I had to bring it in for service. And the guy, he worked on it for a while. He couldn't find what the problem was. He thinks it's something inside the motor, which is something that he's not going to open. I will try to make a little video so I can put it here and show you guys what's happening with my little serger. So listen to this. You see, I am pressing on the pedal and nothing happens. So if I go, see, nothing happens. I have to put it into a certain position for it to start moving. I mean, it still works, but I have to kind of turn the side wheel there a little bit to kind of engage. He told me that there's something on this. He said the word of it. I don't remember what it was. That maybe that it's not inside the motor. Maybe it's not grabbing the wheel, some type of wheel in there. He did tell me the name. But yeah, I don't know. I think my little serger is dying. I've had this serger maybe for 3 years or so, I would say, that I have been using it. I think maybe, no, my daughter bought it in the pandemic. So yeah, maybe 3 years or something. I'll check it out on Amazon because she bought it from Amazon. The date that we bought this, that she purchased this serger, and I'll put it down here to see how long I've had this serger, but I do use it a lot. And yeah, so I am sad. I am sad that I think it's going. I think it's dying. So that means that I need to invest in another serger. So I better save some money, because when this one here dies, or when I get tired of, going like this and trying to, work through it, yeah, so I need to buy another serger. And I have been talking to my husband and my daughter that I am not sure if I should buy just a regular cheap one, a Brother. I think they have like the Brother 1034D, which is maybe like 300 and something. I think there's others like $300 or so. Or do I invest more money to get a better, much better baby lock serger, which is, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. Let's talk about the plans that I have for this weekend and for the week ahead. As you guys know, I still have one fabric for my fabric wheel of fate. It was not a spin because I did spin number 5. I had 2 fabrics for spin number 5. One was chosen and one was left, which was the last one. And I have to sew that fabric. So I'm hoping to cut into that this weekend so I can make a video for you guys next week. And after that, I have to see what I'm going to make. Spring is coming, I hope. This week has been on the cooler side, at least in the morning. On my last video, I know I told you, I think I told you that Tuesday morning, the temperature was going to go down to 54 degrees. Actually went down, I think if I remember correctly, it went down to, I think, 55 degrees in the morning. But since then, every morning has been going down to 60, 58, 59 degrees. Early in the morning, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. I am not out at that time, but it has been cool. During the day, it goes up to the 70s, which is very, very nice. But at night, it's been going down. So I am waiting for spring weather. I cannot take this anymore. It is very, very, I won't say cold, because people up north, they're going to say, it's not cold. But to me, it is cooler than usual. But yeah, I am waiting for springtime, so I might just start doing things for the spring. I want to make some other melody dolmans. I have fabric for that. Perhaps I'll get another fabric, another pattern to do, like a little button front, button down, button up, whatever it is that we call it. Nice and simple, good for spring and for summer. So that is the plan. Don't know when I'm going to do it, but this weekend I will start on the last fabric for the fabric wheel of fate. I'm not gonna talk about life because there's not much to talk about. Everything has been very nice. Work has been good. Life has been good. So there's not much happening. Did not go on vacations. Nothing is happening around here. With that, I am going to finish this video, and I would like to ask you, if you liked this video, if you can please hit that like button below, and if you can also subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. I will see you on the next one. Bye.